Hi, I'm David Mitchell. I'm president of Patients for Affordable Drugs. I'm also a cancer patient with an incurable blood cancer, but I'm doing good today, and I'm grateful for that. You know, the last year was really a very good year, especially given it was our first year as an organization. And it was a good year because of the work of patients and the voice of patients that was raised across the country. Legislation was enacted in several states. We're really proud of a multiple sclerosis patient in particular, whose name is Victoria Stussel, who flew from Southern California up to Sacramento, California, on the eve of a vote in the state legislature to enact legislation that can help curb drug prices in California. Victoria did an outstanding job. She participated in a news conference and then she lobbied, and she's an example of the work that we are going to be doing more of in the year to come. There are bills pending from Maine to Oregon in the coming year, but let's stop for a minute and talk about 2017 and what happened last year.
Yeah, 2017 was very exciting, like you said. We had over 50% of American states bringing forward legislation about drug prices, and we were really excited about legislation that passed in 4 states, in Maryland, New York, Nevada, and California.
So New York was a bill that was designed to curb drug prices to help rein in state spending, and in Maryland, a bill passed, that's my home state, that focuses on price gouging by companies that make off-patent brand drugs and generic drugs. And they're looking to expand on that in the coming year. We'll talk about that.
And in Nevada, we saw a transparency bill that focused on diabetes medications such as insulin and others, and that called for transparency both in pharmaceutical companies and in pharmacy benefit managers. And then in California was really, really exciting. They passed a broader transparency bill in that it covered more kinds of medications, and it really focused in on pharmaceutical transparency.
The California bill really was kind of a trendsetter, and we're going to see more transparency bills this year in legislatures all over the country. And it's not just, when we talk about transparency, we mean that drug companies have to give notification when they raise prices by a certain amount, and then have to be transparent about why they raise those prices. And we're seeing more and more bills like that.
Yeah, we really are. In 2018, I think we're going to see, we're excited about 3 bills in particular in Colorado, Washington, and Oregon that have really kind of taken the momentum from SB 17 and moved it forward to do transparency bills there. They're each a little bit different because every state's a little bit different and what's going to work there is a little bit different. But they, call on manufacturers to, like you said, really make justifications and give reasons to why they're raising these prices, and also to give consumers and purchasers some warning before they raise those prices.
And Lucy mentioned a moment ago pharmacy benefit managers, PBMs. A lot of people don't know what they are, and there's no reason that you necessarily should. They are the people who run your prescription drug insurance programs. Big companies like Express Scripts and CVS. These are pharmacy benefit managers, and they're the middlemen who take a piece of the action as the drugs move from the manufacturer down to the pharmacy. And they process more than $300 billion worth of drugs a year, and they do it all in secrecy. We can't tell how much money they're making, how much they're keeping for themselves, how much they're giving to the insurers. It's an uphill fight. The drug companies and the insurers and the PBMs have money to spend to keep the status quo so they can continue to make a lot of money. We have our voices and we have our votes, and we are the resource, all of us collectively as patients, that can make a difference the way Victoria Stussel did in California. And the way patients have actually all across the country who are engaging. You can engage. You can come to our website, patientsforaffordabledrugs.org, and sign up, become a part of our email community. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and there are other ways that you can play a role.
Another great way if you want to give a little bit more time or be a little bit more involved is our patient advocate program. And when you sign up for those emails through our website, once you share your story, there will be opportunities to be involved through that program, whether you are sending letters, calling your representative, or actually going to meet with them in person, whether in your state or in DC. It's a way to kind of be involved at another level.
So our strength is from the patient community and our allies. That means you. And we can continue to make gains. 2017 was a good year at the state level. We expect to enact more laws at the state level and maybe to make progress at the federal level as well. We have to go out and tell policymakers and elected officials drugs don't work if people can't afford them. We need to make our voice heard, and if we do, we're going to continue to make progress.